Let's talk about drugs. So drugs. Drugs they can have a useful role. They're very dangerous as well. But they can play a role in psychological development and spiritual growth. What drugs do is they give us a different perspective. They give us a different view on things. When we get drunk, we see things through the lens of everything is fun and I'm not afraid anymore. When we get high, we see the things through the lens of, whoa, like the world is different than I thought. When we do a mushroom trip, we see things through the lens of our connection to nature and this wild, otherworldly energy that is different types of mushrooms that can show you how ridiculous your human life is and give you a new perspective on how to live by showing you another view. So what happens in some of these harder drugs that people do, whether it be marijuana or mushrooms or LSD or what have you, is they pop open some of your chakras. And different drugs will do this in different ways. Alcohol pops open what? Pops open your lower chakras. Alcohol is not going to give you some crazy divine revelation unless you have a special gift, which you might. But alcohol is going to make you feel good in your body, grounded, safe. It's going to open your sacral chakra. You might get horny. You might feel want to have a good time. You want to party, right? That's why we drink alcohol. And it's the water element, so it's going to open your sacral, right? So different drugs will do different things. Some of these harder drugs will open your 6th chakra and 7th chakra, and that's how people have their first set of visions and revelations. And it's an unforgettable experience the first time it happens. It's as if God or the universe is talking directly to you, and you're seeing something that it feels like no one has seen before. And that's because you've never seen it before. Now, as you grow and develop spiritually, it's important not to become reliant upon drugs to have spiritual experiences. What you'll learn from drugs is drugs will quickly give you a view of the landscape. They'll pop you out of the mundane world. You'll get a look around, okay? And then you drop back down and the veil goes back up. Well, while the veil goes back up, that's not to say you need to use drugs again to get above it. What they're saying is you have to learn to get there sober. You have to learn to develop yourself spiritually and take the time to learn to meditate, to learn some of these other practices. Breathing. Breathing's amazing. Breathing can pop you out the veil easily if you know what you're doing. So that's why drugs are dangerous, but they could be useful in showing you a different perspective, because sometimes we get stuck in the same rut of thinking, and drugs can kind of jar us out of that. But that's to say we don't need drugs, and I want to emphasize that very clearly. If you're someone who's over-reliant on drugs for spiritual experience, it's time to cut back on the drugs and focus more on your spiritual practice that's authentic to you, that connects you to the cosmos, because that's how you're going to get the best and most clean and pristine information related to your life that you can.